Morning, Thursday, October 17th, 2024. I'm Larissa. My video diary. And time's come for the fat girl. Drink from skulls. Oh my god. Here we go. What's hot? Hot. Yeah. Oh, so yesterday. Oh, yesterday. Yesterday, I made a quiche. Oh my god. Honest to goodness quiche, too. Honest to goodness quiche with a buttery, flaky crust. Oh, so good. Yeah. So, yeah, it was mushroom and um, mushroom and cheese, and I used dried onion because I didn't cook the mushroom before I put the mushrooms in the quiche, right? And mushrooms release a lot of water, so I used a bunch of dried onion to soak up that water, and it really, really made the texture of the quiche nice. The quiche was so nice. It was fluffy. It was fluffy and a little bit jiggly, kind of like my ass. Yeah, yeah. And then it was full of fresh basil, and then I sliced tomatoes and put them on top, and I put little medallions of mozzarella on top. And it was really, really good. We're gonna have the last two pieces for breakfast today. We are. The last two pieces for breakfast today. So good. Perfect texture. Oh my god. Sometimes I please myself. That pleased me. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah, and then I got some laundry done yesterday. Oh, Brody. Brody telling me to take a shower and that the laundry spelled. He is such, when I got out of the shower, oh my gosh. So I got up and I got the quiche in the toaster oven to cook, right? Got it all made and put it in the toaster oven to cook. And then I did the laundry, put the laundry in, and then I came upstairs and I took a shower, right? Well, after I was all clean and everything, that little turd, he got up on a chair, right? And I was putting it was before I was when I was getting ready to leave, and I put my bag up on my shoulder, and he gets up on this chair and he tries licking my boobs. Ugh. It's like, oh my god, he's such a turd. He is the sneaky booby licker. He is sneaky booby licker extraordinaire. I'm like, no, mister. No interspecies lovin'. Mummy, mummy loves you, but no interspecies lovin'. You keep your dog tongue in your dog mouth. It does not belong on my boobies. Oh my god. Yeah. So I got the January cartoon done and it turned out really good and I really like it. I don't know, I might today work on some more cartoons and get some backlog of cartoons to have on hand, right? So I'm not like having to work on them last minute all the time. I mean, sometimes I do them and it's like something super, super current. It's like, oh, it's like right now, whatever. But usually it's just I make a bunch of cartoons and then whatever theme they fit into, that's where I use them. So I got one for the January issue done. And like I said, it turned out really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep, I do. Yeah, I like the December one too. Oh, the December one's fantastic. The December one has layers of jokes. Layers of jokes. Oh, it's good. Yeah. November's not a joke. Mm-mm. The November cartoon is not a joke. Anyway. Yeah, so I got that cartoon done, and then I'm working on. I'm gonna make some garments. So I bought a bunch of secondhand scarves, right? Women do that. They go places, they go shopping, and they buy a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I don't do that. well, we don't go anywhere we don't go anywhere, so there's that. But like, I don't know. I guess I go buy all the stuff that all the women go buy and they go when they go places, right? Um, but I got all these scarves and I'm gonna do some sewing with them, make some garments. And so I'm working out the pattern right now. I don't know. I woke up this morning thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go back to my clown suit pattern, I think. But um, the first one that I've been working on, I'm gonna give it a test run today, wearing it, see what I need to do with that particular pattern. So, like when I make garments, it's either my jackets or I make things that are zero waste. And, you know, trying to use as much of the fabric as possible and um, not have scrap, whatever, like that's the whole deal. Um, so yeah, this is all straight lines and no scrap. And the on this scarf that I used yesterday is really beautiful. It's woven. So it's a woven pattern. And I don't believe that it was actually a scarf. It's yardage. It's 45 inches wide, and it was about 4 yards. And I don't know where it's from. It doesn't have any tags or anything, but it's indigo dyed yarn, or indigo dyed threads or some of it. But it looks like it's all natural dyes. And the fabric is it's a fine. It's like it's a cotton linen blend. I can tell. Really, really nice. The other scarves that I have, they're rayon, and they're all dyed. They're all individually hand dyed. They're garment dyed, and they're nice. They're all tie dyed. Um, and they have nice tied fringes on them and everything. So I'm gonna use those salvage edges definitely when as detail. I like that. I like being able to use the salvage edge of fabric as a detail or as a finish edge. So yeah. Yeah, so this dress I made yesterday, I'll try wearing it today. It's basically a big bag, you know, big bag, you know, dump my fat ass self into this big old bag, you know. Yeah, but it's real pretty. The fabric, the weave, the pattern is really, really pretty. Really, 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 really pretty. It looks like, oh, the indigo on it and some of the shaping reminds me of Japanese technique, but it's not Japanese. I don't believe so. I don't know, maybe it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it is because of the patterning that's on the borders of it. Um, I'm gonna the blue and everything that's on it. I don't. It might be Afghani, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But it's hand woven. It's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And I only made one cut, right? And there's no scrap, so it's all there. Yeah, with some velvet ribbon. It has some velvet ribbon detailing, which is nice. Other things I might do, it might end up getting darts. So we'll see if it gets darts. But I'm gonna wear it today. Wear it today and see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. So that one will be my garment, but it's like the test garment. The test garments are always my garment, right? Till I work it out. Till I work out all the kinks and where everything needs to go. Yeah. So that's what I did yesterday. And then I practiced yesterday and I don't know. My right arm was spasming from where it was broken, right? It's just never healed properly, and I was having trouble weight bearing on my right arm. So, like, I got up in a downward dog and I couldn't hold it, and it was because I couldn't bear weight on my right arm that way. And that was upsetting. I was a little bit upset, but I did get up into headstand on my headstand prop for a while, and that was nice. So, I don't know, but the rest of it was like I couldn't do any load bearing poses, and that was a bummer. And I'm a load to bear, so Anyway, anyway. Tonight for dinner, I'll make a salad. And we'll finish the quiche for breakfast. And Omar will probably have himself a salami sandwich for lunch. I think he's got salami in there, salami or pepperoni or something. He's got something in there. He got himself some lunch, got himself some lunch meat and some sliced cheese, and there's some pickles and stuff in there. So he can make himself a sandwich for lunch. And then for dinner, I'll make a salad and some falafels. I think that's what we'll have. We'll have salad, falafels, and yeah, maybe have salad, falafel, and halloumi cheese. That sounds good to me. Yeah. He's got quail eggs in there too. He's got those pickled quail eggs. You should be eating those. Oh my God. They're a little eggy to me. Quail eggs are a little bit stronger tasting than chicken eggs. Um, I said to him, "How do they get those little quail eggs peeled like that?" Because I bought quail eggs before, like I've used them, and they're rich. They're rich, and they have a little stronger. It's a little more pungent flavor. I mean, it's not so different. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? But they're a little bit different. Um, But anytime that I've gotten them before, I ended up just, cracking them and making little fried eggs to go like on top of flatbreads or, on top of um, uh, uh, mashed potato and veggie volcanoes, right? Like, so like I'd put down a little mound of mashed potatoes, squish a little bit, put some butter in the middle, and then put vegetable on top, right? Like a little mountain, and then drop the fried quail egg on top of that. So you cut into it, and the yolk goes down over the vegetables and the potato. Yeah, that's what I've done with quail eggs in the past. I tried hard boiling them the one time, and then I tried to peel them, and it's just like, oh my God. So I don't know how they peel those little quail eggs. They must have some sort of. They must have like, I don't know, garden gnomes come to life and peel those quail eggs. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so today I'll be open to the public and I don't know, work on the next set of garments there. Yeah, work on those. Yeah. I don't know. I have like how many of those? I think I have like 8 of those scarves. Now, the dress that I made yesterday, I can use one of those scarves to make. If I'm going to do the clown suits, I need to use 2 of those scarves. So I don't know. I think maybe today I will make a clown suit and see how it hangs with those in that fabric. It's rayon. It's 100% rayon. It's washable, but it's rayon. It is. It's rayon. Yeah. So it's like slinky. It's hard to cut. Rayon is such a pain in the ass to cut because it moves around on the table. So I will iron in a crease along the line that I need to cut first, and then I will cut on that crease. It's so hard to cut. It's so hard to cut. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with those. I think they're probably gonna be clown suits. Probably. Probably. Yeah. I should put adjustable straps on them. I don't know. I can't use the ribbon that I just got. I just got a bunch of velvet ribbon, and it doesn't really match. It doesn't match those fabrics. The ribbons that I got. They're muted. They're pastels and muted colors, um, with the exception of a couple. And then the scarves, the tie-dye scarves, are really really bright. They're really really punchy. So I don't know. I don't know. Plus the rayon, like I said, it's slinky, and then the velvet ribbon I got is thin. So if the fabric had more body, like the fabric that I used for this other dress that I made yesterday, then the thinner ribbon is easier. Is you can use it. But I have so many trims. I think lace trim for the tie dye I think will look cute. Yeah, I do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick to lace trims. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and I want to do some jackets. So I used my new machine yesterday, and it's got some challenges. I'm not sure I like the machine. I'm not sure I like it. Um, might just be a matter of having to get used to it, but it's smaller. It's smaller than both of my other machines, and it's definitely much more lightweight. Like, I feel nervous sitting at it because you have to have a super light touch with it because the machine is lightweight. And but I mean it sews like a fucking workhorse. And but the stitches are really, really, really tight. So I had to take a couple stitches out, and it was hard because the stitches are really tight in this machine. So like stuff when I sew stuff together, it's gonna be together real good. But I'm gonna have to make sure that all my seams are right the first time because the stitches the stitches are really tight. Like, and it's weird because like I would think, like in my with my other machine, if the stitches were that tight that there would be shearing or puckering on the fabric, and there wasn't. Like, so like is the tension sensor on this machine is really, really good, to be able to make those tiny, tiny, tiny stitches that way. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to get used to it. The cool thing about this machine, it has both like English alphabet and Cyrillic alphabet. So like I could, I can stitch words, right? Either way. And it's also got letters with, uh, Portuguese annotation and German annotation and French annotation and Spanish annotation, like umlaut and the accent, whatever they call them, all that shit. Not that I'm going to be, printing a whole bunch of stuff on fabric and in those languages or anything, but I have the option. And with the Cyrillic alphabet, geez, I could almost do Greek, but it doesn't have Greek. There's a couple letters that aren't the same, right? And anyway, 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 yeah. So do that today, and then um, Saturday, Saturday, Omar can help me um, move around the plywood for to start that I can start prepping for that next painting. Yeah, and so then I can get that painting done and out of the way. I can't wait to have that painting done. Yeah, getting that painting done is gonna be good. Then I have to think about all of those studies and like, am I gonna frame them, um, or am I just gonna frame the ones that ended up being used for the two pieces? And who knows? Maybe in the future I will do more pieces, but I think it's gonna stop at two for right now. They're so big and heavy. Yeah, and I just kind of want to move on. Just gonna get that piece done. So be nice to that'll be my first painting. So I've done two drawings. I've done two drawings and now one garment in the new space. And started writing this novel. Oh gosh, I wrote another chapter. I said I wasn't going to write yesterday, but I did. I wrote another chapter yesterday. And I was telling Omar like this novel, none of my all of my novels are very serious. None of them are comedies. Some of them have some dark comedy in them, right? Things that are kind of like but they're not comedies, right? None of them are. But this book that I'm writing now, I didn't set out thinking, oh, I'm going to write a really, really heavy story. It's heavy. It's really, really, really heavy. And what was revealed yesterday, the memory that this main character, I mean, the more I get to know this main character, like the more I'm surprised that he's just not like a big, huge monster, right? Like he's not without his darkness, that's for damn sure. And he's not a perfect person in any way, shape, or form, but you know, it's surprising like that he's as good as he is. And I think that's a testament to the human spirit. So I guess that's a hopeful part of the book, but it's dealing with some really, really heavy issues that I wasn't expecting to deal with. Um, It's just for me. It's interesting because I guess for it's also a little bit of a window into my psyche and the things that I'm concerned about, things that I worry about, or things that move me, whatever, you know. So like one of the characters in the book has FASD, and I've worked with some kids with FASD, um, and I've definitely encountered a number of adults with FASD, and it's heavy, you know. I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. You have to wait and see because it's going to be published. The book will be published in my magazine, in one of monthly. Um, so the last chapter of The Shifting Light will appear in the February issue of one of monthly. So that means March will start the new novel, So I still have a working title on the novel, and I woke up thinking about that this morning too. Like I think that no, I'm not sure if it's going to stick or not, if the working title is going to stick. All of my other novels, the working titles did stick. Oh, is that true? Is that true? Yes, it is. Yes. No, one of them I changed it like 3 times. Which one was that? Oh, what was the one I wrote before Songbird at Rest? I think that was the one. What's the one with Sophie and Mohan and Dursic and Mike and Oleg? What is that? What's that one called? Oh, Patent Leather Jean. Yeah. Yeah, Patent Leather Jean. Patent Leather Jean. That's the one. That one the title changed like 3 times on before I came up with Patent Leather Jean. Was it that one? I don't know. Anyway, and Patent Leather Jean, that was a good book. Mm. Mike and Oleg aren't in that one. Mike and Oleg are in the one with Amaranth. What's the one with Amaranth and Doug and Eberly? What's that one called? Oh, I can't remember what that novel is called now. It's a card reader that gets attacked. Oh, having a brain fart. Can't remember the name of that novel. No, Sophie and Mohan and Dursic are in Patent Leather Jean. Mike and Oleg are in the other book with Amaranth and the cop. That's the only one that kind of has a happy ending. That's the only book I've written that kind of has a happy ending. What is that book called? Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember. I've written a whole mess of novels. I have. But I can't get a book deal. And I'm done sending them in places because I send my shit in places to get reviewed. They don't give me a book deal, but then I see my shit show up in things. So, anyway. Anyway, maybe I'll write another chapter today. Although I don't like writing when I can be interrupted, right? I like to just be able to sit down and write, and that's what I do. I just sit down and it just comes out of me. We watched an episode of Dr. Katz last night. That cartoon was very funny. It was very, very funny. Dr. Katz. Yeah. Dr. Katz. Anyway. Anyway.